This isn't life!
Hi there, everyone. This isn't life. How is everyone doing on this fine, let's say the fine morning, Tuesday morning this is released, isn't it? Let's pretend like it's then.
Yeah.
Happy Tuesday morning, everyone.
Happy Tuesday, everyone.
Hello. How is everyone doing?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it's been a minute, isn't it, since
I
we
thought
saw
you
each
was
other.
like, that, right, so we spoke about a couple of weeks ago on the pod, if you listened, we spoke about how Will and Parky don't have any social media. Josh just got off of his phone halfway through that intro, and you could tell he was still thinking about what he had looked at, because he went, yeah.
I think I'm good. Yeah, he's been fucking brainwashed by the man, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So, how's everyone's weeks been? We're doing a podcast, so let's be interesting, eh?
Yeah, do you know what? I want to address something.
Go on.
By the time this comes out, it probably has all blown over. There's a lot of illnesses going around.
Oh, yeah.
I was, there obviously wasn't episodes for a while back after Christmas, and I still haven't put on shameless plug on the Patreon of when I went to that abandoned building.
Yeah.
For the simple reason that we got admitted, or Reese got admitted into hospital for 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
With pneumonia and this disgusting,
I will say he does really get in the way of the podcast, Reese, doesn't he?
It does a bit.
Yeah.
It could be inconvenience.
Get rid of him. So there was that. But
He's all right now, though.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He's not.
Isn't he?
Actually, no, he's got another cold.
Oh, fucking
Okay, but
yeah.
he's well over the worst of it. This is how I can make that joke because I know that he's all right now.
Yeah.
I would never make the joke.
No, of course. Yeah, he's off the oxygen and whatnot. So
I saw him, last weekend.
you did see him last weekend.
Yeah. Me and Frankie went round Alex's for dinner. It was nice. And he's an actual human now. Like, before, all babies look the same, don't they?
Yeah.
All babies look like Mel Smith.
I don't know who Mel Smith is, but
Google it.
I imagine he looks like a baby.
Yeah. he's a baby man. He's a baby man.
But he's got his own little characteristics now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he is like.
And he's the most smiley baby I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, well,
You'll smile at him, you go, and he'll do the same thing.
Yeah,
It's really sweet.
Yeah, he's a very happy child. Hence why we knew he was so ill.
Yeah, because you weren't doing that, I
He was
suppose.
just.
You can tell Mitchell's like that. Mitchell's quite happy and smiley. He's got a lot of energy. So when he's ill, it really stands out. He's So you can really tell.
Mitchell's a bit younger than what Leo is. I'll ask you a quick question, dad to dad. Does he watch Bluey?
Did you watch the Blueies?
No, Bluey.
No, he doesn't. He we
mate.
haven't. He knows what Bluey is. He had his little Bluey. I think we got it out of like a Southend arcade.
Okay.
I think Josie got it out one of like the old grammars.
Penny.
She's one of the 4 people on planet Earth.
And there's
that have
one
won.
there.
Yeah. So it's her and the Takeshi Castle winners. Yeah. So
I used to love that show.
it's the most elite group in the world.
Yeah.
There are people in the shadow government that can't get into that.
They are the shadow government.
Yeah. So you get in.
Or Takeshi.
So I've not watched it. He's like Paw Patrol and other stuff. Why'd you ask, mate?
It's quality.
I've heard good things actually.
Like, as a parent, there are times I forget I'm holding him and I'm watching it. It's so good. Like, it
What happens in it? What is
Not a
it?
lot.
Don't
but
they teach like life lessons every thing? He's like
they sort of do, but at the same time, like, you don't know. Like, it's that good. Like,
I've heard it's quite deep. Does it deal with like death and all things like that?
yeah, like there was one that I actually watched with him the other day. I think it was it, where because Bluey's a girl. So there's 2 girls. There's Bluey and Bingo are the kids. Bingo's youngest. You got the mum Chili and the dad Bandit, right? And yeah.
That's his surname, I imagine.
No,
First name Bum.
but yeah, so they're driving
Thanks,
along.
mate.
And she's with her
Yeah,
dad. She's with her dad, and they find a canary, I think it is, on the floor, and it's like,
Was he lying?
yeah, it was.
What's that?
You get out of that cave quick as you can.
Yeah.
It's basically his canary's dying, so it takes a vet, and it does die.
Yeah.
But oh man, I can't honestly.
Alex cried his eyes out.
Yeah.
No, it's just quality. But what makes it quality as a dad is the dad, because you can tell the geezer who wrote it just knew what he was doing. Like, he knows how it is having a family.
Yeah.
Like, the
Bloody
way
hassle, innit?
the way he just like
There's certain episodes where the dad just gets up and screams
He
in the
leans
car.
into the camera and talks like killing himself.
Yeah, screams in the car.
But there are things like where he can't be bothered to play with the kids, but he knows he has to, and all he wants to do is like watch a cricket. It's Australian, right?
Yeah.
He just wants to watch cricket, so he
Oh,
just lays
for
on the
fuck's
sofa.
sake,
Oh,
mate.
it's just my dad.
Yeah.
But instead of playing with the kids,
He
he
didn't,
just
have
like
he didn't have a can of Carlin, did he? He had money jobs.
Runs a scaffold firm.
like he's laying like he's the sort of dad. He's like Homer of the kids. Laying on the sofa, like, I'll just play with the kids, and he just gives an arm. Like stuff like that. But then he does like funny things, like there's like slow motion, like keeping up a balloon. Like it's just it's quality, to be fair.
And that is far. Like sometimes you're so in.
Yeah.
Like me and Mitchell really running around after Christmas. I got him a couple of Nerf guns. He fucking loves them.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Josie lives in fear now though because he's worked it out to like reload them and all that. So you just see him every time you just see him run around the corner, you just see him go. He's got a pump action one that's got 2 bullets in it. So you get the 2 shots where you need to reload. Oh god, he's like, honestly, he's watching me play Black Ops 6. So he just runs around the other room and he's like, sliding like.
It's quality having a kid.
Shooting
the dog.
He's not into that bluey stuff.
Shooting Frank.
He is. He normally does. He's shooting Frank, shooting Josie in the face, and he bruised up like. It was. I've got the gun. Oh mate, I'll tell you now. When you go down, when you get this, you'll have this as Reece gets older, and you maybe have had this already. Like you can end up down such a fucking black hole when it comes to toys. Like,
Oh yeah.
he's free. And I was looking at Christmas presents for him, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, get him a Nerf." He loves. He's had like a couple of toy guns, and he's loved them. I was like, "I'll get him a Nerf gun. You can use it properly. He'll love that then." Which I know was right. But because he's little, he can't always load them. So I had to get like a right one that I thought he could do.
Yeah.
But the bigger ones, like they're harder to do.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
So then I started going down like the battery powered ones. Yeah?
Oh, and then you get like adult ones. Like
I-
airsoft guns.
I
and
was
that.
one click off of buying him. Yeah, the only way to describe this is a
A
Nerf.
broom-handled Mauser.
Like a,
That, my friend, is a broom-handled Mauser.
that's the only gun you know.
Yeah. And AK-47, obviously.
I nearly bought him this battery powered like Gatling gun. Yeah, and I was like,
I've seen it, and you've got all the ammo
you
that comes
can
out the
put
side.
you
I've
can put
seen
it on
it.
like a tripod and
Yes,
everything. Yeah?
unbelievable.
And this is, and I'm literally.
Imagine park you out the front, shoot all the kids in the summertime.
Mate,
I've got a story about
Yeah,
that.
that's
I had to
insane.
stop myself. I had to go at the moment where I had to go. He's 3 years old. He won't even be able to pick it
yeah,
up.
some of them are fucking insane.
Go on, mate. What was
No,
the
we
story?
used to-
One summer, wasn't it?
We used to go round, like, our group of mates.
Yeah.
One of them lives in Leeds now, but Josh, his name was. He'd always have like these fucking quality Nerf guns, and he had that one, like the belt-fed machine gun.
Yeah.
He'd like put it at the top of the stairs and like barricade himself in with pillows and stuff, and just be going shooting anyone who walked past. And me and my brother got these like pump action ones with like a fucking drum mag on the bottom.
How old were you?
Oh, 12.
13
Oh, okay, right.
last year.
Barricaded himself
I'll be
with
honest, that
pillows on
still
that.
sounds fun now.
It's
Yeah,
the-
it does.
I'd love to do that. Just like it's the annoying thing is though picking them up.
I thought you was going to talk about the time. So his dad was a mechanic. Right, he's not anymore, but he was a mechanic. We hooked it up to a car battery.
I wasn't there for that. I don't remember that.
Oh, mate, you just fucking
Yeah,
bullets
yeeted it.
everywhere. Fucking great.
That is a. I would think about that. If you do that and you've done it as like an adult, you could, if you were patient, you could get it and you could like dip the bits in ink on like the bullets, or you could put little pins in them if you really want to go hardcore.
Yeah, it's sticking out your
Why are you
kid.
just running past me breaking their necks?
Yeah.
you need there to be
Some kind of danger.
some kind of danger to make it fun.
Why don't we all go laser tag? We'd have a whale of a time.
That's why
Oh,
paintball
no, how
is-
funny would. Oh, mate, walk around Pargy's house. I was like, oh, nice pincushion, Pargy. Oh, Josie, the dog's dead.
That come out fast.
Yeah. Ooh, Frank's fuck. Yeah. So, but they he loves it. Back to the point where she started on, mate. That's the stuff he loves. He loves guns.
Yeah.
I was at a monster trunk show last Saturday.
Trunk.
Monster truck show at the O2.
Monster Trump.
It was good. It was like
That's pretty cool.
Glow and fire or something.
Oh, I heard about that.
Ah,
I keep
okay.
seeing that on telly or whatever.
Mate,
It looks the
it
bollocks,
was
to be
was
fair.
some, and do you know what the thing is that they're so good Hot Wheels in the sense of the monster trucks they have there are the ones that you can like they're not
Yeah,
random.
the ones you
Oh,
can buy.
So he owns
Models of them.
the monster because he's got a million monster
I
trucks.
bet he loved that.
Oh yeah, so out of all of the ones, I think out of the 7 there, he owned 5 of them already.
Oh.
And like we went out to get another one the other day, like the Bone Shaker and all things like that. The Bone Shaker, yeah. By the way, that'd be
Bone Rattler.
Monday.
100% be my porn name.
Bone rattler.
Bone shaker.
Yeah.
Have you got a story for us this week?
No? Oh, no, I don't, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
I've got a story.
him talking about his review of the bone rattler. they let me ride in the front.
But before we get on to, no, I tell you now, I looked at it and did think, how cool is that fucking
Imagine
job?
trying to bay pass. Imagine trying to bay park one of them bastards and has the car park.
Well, imagine telling people about your job. And people, typical stuff is like, I work in finance, or I do this, I do that.
I jump
You go,
monster trucks.
I drive monster trucks.
Yeah.
That's the person you want to be
How
sat
the
next
fuck
to.
do they do it where they go up like that and then they just keep fucking going and they do a backflip and then come back down?
Yeah.
How does that not
Yeah.
fucking hurt?
Yeah, I got no.
Yeah, could you?
They're just like being on a.
But the suspension of them things is
Yeah,
fucking
it's silly, innit?
insane.
It's
like,
incredible. But
it's on Emma mattress.
basically.
Has he got really long legs?
so this is what I was going to say.
They have ladder. It's like a ladder thing.
Right, so
yeah.
I said, looks like a quality job, yeah? And some of them, they can get other ladders and get in access, but because, especially for Hot Wheels,
Someone
it's
climb up the
designed
wheels, don't they?
to look cool.
Yeah.
Yeah? So it's not designed
It's not
for
practicality.
function, it's designed to look cool.
Yeah.
So some of them, you have to
Climb up the wheel.
half climb up it, and then like jump on the front, and then like swing yourself in through like a small window. They had like three, the people driving there, and they were quite small. And I was like, they're the only ones I wouldn't fit.
No, they just look small because the
I
cars
thought-
are massive. He's a little more than a dwarf, isn't
He's not even as big as the wheel.
he? Is he an ant? I've got an ant here.
I looked at it, and I thought I would have to have.
Yeah, they've got kids driving these. Mental.
I would have to.
Oh, Mitchell, they're your age. Get yourself down there, boy.
No, well, so I had the moment where I looked at it and I thought, I might end up having that conversation then where I tell someone I've got stuck in a car, yeah, and then, is it like a Mini? And you go, no, it's a monster truck.
They just
I
jump
can't
in
get
like
in or out.
Do they just jump in it like the Dukes of Hazzard?
I imagine
Yeah,
they do.
they
Yeah,
do.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think they probably have to keep themselves quite fit for it. I know it's not an active. Well, it is an active job, but like
Yeah.
I imagine the least of your. If that's rule number one, if you can't get in the bastard, your job application's getting denied.
Yeah.
I can drive monster trucks. Go on then.
It's when
Can't
you
get in
find
it.
out that the door don't even open.
Nah.
Because it's just like a plastic shell.
Yeah, it probably will be.
The bloke's
yeah,
got
on top of two-
running jump onto the
Get all the way
tyre.
up there and you're like,
on four massive wheels, isn't it?
Pole vault.
I basically was getting my CV ready, and then I saw them do a running jump onto the tyre, and I was like, I'm going to withdraw my CV. That's how you got to get in. I'm falling quite literally the first hurdle.
Yeah.
Monster trucks and Nerf guns, eh?
Boom, boom.
Yeah, this is the kind of
me
highbrow
Mum's
stuff
car.
we talk about.
oh yeah.
Right, talk amongst yourself.
I've
No.
I've been watching a new series on Netflix.
Oh, I bet I know what it is.
Squid
I
Game.
bet I'll tell you what it is right now.
Go on.
American Primeval.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
American
Have
what?
you seen it?
American Primeval. We watched the first one. She wasn't really into it,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
The first one's a lot of build up.
Yeah, she wasn't really into it. I thought it was quite good.
Yeah.
I
I
heard
quite like
I
Taylor
heard the
Kitsch.
shouting about it, like
Before I
the
do the story, what's it called again? And then what roughly?
American Primeval, and it is set in like
Set in
18 like,
1857
country
or
times.
something.
Okay.
Basically,
when
it's
there was a war, there was like a small war
Yeah.
between the Mormons,
between the Mormons and the
natives,
government. Yeah,
and the
But
government.
it was like,
basically.
it was like frontier times. Like,
Yeah,
But like,
yeah,
you know,
people trying to get from east to west.
it's basically showing you how fucking hard it was to survive one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Like
That
how-
was when
I
you.
thought they had monster trucks.
It's basically the colonisation of like the West Coast. That's around that time, isn't it?
Basically,
Yeah, like the Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
Be
I don't know
showing you
what
how-
year that happened, but it was, it
'Cause
is
there's-
people like frontier. They call them
frontierers.
Yeah.
Yeah, frontiering.
because
Yeah.
they're
You had the
venturing out to
frontiering.
But then you had people like the Mormons owned one beer. It's like
Yeah.
Gangs of New York slightly, but like
but like on a regional scale.
on a
isn't
regional
it?
scale.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll give that.
it's pretty good. The first one's a bit hard to get into, but I'll give it a go. She didn't
It
like
always
it.
mad to me because you're not obviously with like coming over to like from when we settled in it was like the 1600s initially come to America, but before people actually created like California over on that west coast, it wasn't owned.
Yeah.
It was like a lot of the natives. It was owned by
It was
Mexico.
owned. It was owned. It was owned by the natives.
No, but then it was like we colonised it. It was better,
Yeah.
and also Mexico, and it was part of Mexico and all that. I don't think San Francisco was a city.
Yeah, well, a lot of-
until like the late 1800s, early 1900s, like really late.
A lot of America
Really late.
wasn't what we picture it is today. Like some of it was owned by France, during
Yeah,
Napoleon. Some of it was
Louisiana
Spanish.
Purchase comes out
Louisiana
there.
Purchase,
The
yeah.
Dutch owned it. It's where
Yeah.
New York was initially called New Amsterdam.
Yeah.
1664.
Really?
Yeah.
Changed hands into New York instead of New Amsterdam.
Yeah,
There you go.
and it says that on Gangs of New York. That's what they call it, don't they?
Oh,
Because
do
they
they?
call him
Oh,
Amsterdam. He's
yeah.
called Amsterdam.
Of course, yeah.
He's
that
called
makes a lot of
Amsterdam.
sense.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
So it's
actually
what it
know
used to be
because of
called,
that.
yeah.
I know,
That's amazing,
because
isn't
I'm fucking clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Just, you just let it out every now and again.
Fucking hated that game.
Oregon, I never. There's that game.
Syphilis, yeah.
Never even.
Oh, yeah, you just had to get across, didn't you? And like not die,
Yeah.
basically. And you died of like fucking sepsis and that.
Fucking car.
You died of sepsis and that.
Came out in the 80s.
Before we get, I've got the story ready. Before we get
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
sidetracked.
Let's go.
Right. Read the title. Right, you sent this to me, so you can't guess who it's from. All right.
Alright.
Two men were found dead from exposure after looking for Sasquatch.
Metro.
No.
Oh.
I've never heard of this place before, and it's 3 letters that, I'll be honest with you, it's
Vox.
humanly impossible for you to get. I've never heard of this before.
Yen. It's not yen.
Oh, fuck. It's not yen.
Oh, fuck. Wow.
DDT.
DMT.
DMT.
Um,
DDT.
NDT.
Mon. Chew. When.
No, it's NPR.
NPR. Oh, I know NPR.
Oh, NPR.
American, isn't it?
I don't know what it stands for.
Oh. It's that's from New
National-
Amsterdam, isn't it?
The great year.
Yeah.
1664. I don't know.
Procrastinating readers.
Sorry?
News procrastinating.
Crustacean?
readers.
Did you say what crustacean?
Crab? Crustacean.
Yeah.
So,
Under the sea.
rip.
I love that. So you went with crustacean. Right, let me get to it. 2 men from Oregon who went missing after going on a search for a Sasquatch.
Syphilis. Sorry.
Yeah, died of syphilis.
Oregon.
Origami.
Oregon Trail. Died of syphilis.
He's on it. I'll start again.
Sorry.
2 men from Oregon who went missing after going on a search for Sasquatch have been found dead. Washington state officials announced Saturday. The men, both from Portland, were reported missing by a family member on Christmas Day and were set to return from searching for the legendary creature in eastern Skamania country on Christmas Eve, according to the county sheriff's office. Go further on. A search was launched and a vehicle associated with the 2 men was found off a road near Willard Wash. I'll stop there.
Can you read that again?
Did you not understand that?
No. Sorry.
Right, I'll give you a synopsis here. 2 men from Oregon went missing, gone on a search for Sasquatch.
Yeah.
All right, the men, both from Portland, reported missing by a family member on Christmas Day,
Right.
and they were set to return from searching for the legendary creature in eastern Skamania County on Christmas Eve.
Right.
It's Skamania. I've never seen that before. Skamania. County on Christmas Eve, according to the county sheriff's office. Yep.
So, Christmas Day's a bit of a weird day to go hunting for Sasquatch, isn't it? But then you think...
Well, it
you
was
might catch-
reported by members on Christmas Day.
So
So
you-
maybe they were out searching before, got to Christmas Day, and they
Yeah.
they wouldn't miss Christmas
Because
Day.
you
then-
would, that is a perfect day to do it actually, because you could catch them unaware eating their Christmas dinner, the whole family of Sasquatches, and they wouldn't be
Yeah.
Christmas Day. would
Yeah,
they?
yeah, that's it.
Do you know what I'm saying?
The
Yeah.
Ho ho ho,
contrast,
motherfuckers.
the contrast of the brown fur on white if it's snowing.
Yeah, and Prince as well.
Yeah.
Not the
So
singer, the
actually-
things left in the snow.
Actually, it's not bad.
1999.
I was thinking, what's he doing there?
Yeah.
Unless you're looking for the prince of, I don't know if they do. I don't know if Sasquatches do that.
Do they have hierarchy like
Do they have a
that?
we don't know.
Is there that many of them they can have a hierarchy?
maybe not.
system?
Coming off
There's
this,
not many
right?
left.
There we go.
Are you going to ask if Sasquatches have a king or a queen?
No.
They're just
Has
hairy
anyone
humans.
heard of the
The
infographic
monarchy.
show? I think you have.
Yeah,
Infographics,
infographic show.
yeah.
Yeah, fucking quality in it, right?
With Hank Green. Is that Hank Green? Sometimes he's on it.
I watched a really good one actually, and it was like shit that people had seen when they were in the army. And one of them, right, they said they never talked about it because they didn't think anyone would believe them. But there was like a platoon of people that spent this time in this, I don't know where it was, maybe like Vietnam or something like that. And they had this Sasquatch that was in the forest and they'd like feed it and stuff like that. But he never like attacked them. Didn't really see him or anything. It was just something in the bush. Right?
Well,
They didn't know what it
aren't they peaceful creatures?
Well, this is the thing. Something in the bush. And he said, when we got picked up, I looked out and saw a Sasquatch just staring. He didn't wave, he didn't do anything. It wasn't like a fucking weird like man thing. He said it was just standing there, quite big, basically Bigfoot, just stood there like, oh, where you going?
Basically,
And
Bigfoot
it's
without the big
like-
feet.
It was just a weird thing that, you know,
Just
he
called
was
him
in this
Foot.
bush.
I mean,
It was just- how many, it was just, it was just something that I wanted to talk about because I found it very interesting.
If you haven't seen the Goofy movie, Sasquatch is in that. So, this is it already.
Thanks very much.
We do actually have that on This Isn't Life. If it's in the Goofy movie, it is real.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
That's how.
Right.
The
The next time something happens, I'm going to be like, yeah, but did it happen in the Goofy
Yeah,
movie?
but did he have in the Goofy movie?
Yeah. Right, I'll read on. I'll read on. After a 3-day search involving more than 60 people, the bodies of both men, 37 and 59 years old, were found in GiffordPinchotNationalForest, located in the southwestern part of Washington state, in a heavily wooded area, according to the Skamania County Sheriff's Office. The cause of death appears to be because of exposure based on weather conditions and ill preparedness, the Sheriff's Office said.
Of course.
So they went
I was gonna
cottaging.
say-
They went. That's a Brokeback Mountain situation.
Yeah.
They went cottaging and froze to death.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was going to say it definitely froze to death. Like, that was
Yeah.
the cause of death.
But maybe,
Yeah, in that part of the world.
but maybe they've
Yeah,
been
it's
in.
fucking freezing.
But maybe they've been in Bigfoot's freezer,
Maybe they.
and he's left them out. He's left them out to D4.
Well, they've definitely.
What's it called?
Thor.
If it's D4,
D-
you get frozen.
Oh yeah, D4. Frozen, yeah. To defrost.
Defrost them. Yeah.
Defrost.
Well, they
Imagine that.
by the time the search party,
Frost.
I had a vision there. Sorry, we'll cut you off. Oh, you finish. I'll say what I was going to say.
I can't remember what I was going to say now.
Sorry, I interrupted you there. I just had these feelings. You know when you like leave something out to defrost? You've read that if you've left something out to defrost and then you come back and then someone else is eating. This is like when you're maybe like 17, you still live at home and you're like, oh yeah, I'll like defrost that like fucking steak or something. And then you come back, you're like, who's eating it?
Yeah, no,
like,
come
the
on.
Sasquatch coming at me like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Not again.
I reckon they had enough time to escape because it took the search party a while to get to the location of the bodies, wasn't it? So those Sasquatches, they'd probably moved on.
Yeah.
They'd probably set up camp on the other side of the mountain. But who knows? Maybe they weren't even involved at
Do
all.
you think he's got a Sasquatch family, or you think he's like?
There's
it's definitely a group.
Yeah, they're not on their own.
It's
They're
definitely
not,
a group.
It can't be a solitary creature.
No.
They're never seen in packs.
Yeah, I know, but maybe they're
Like, they're real. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they there has to be at some point a collection of them, or they wouldn't
Yeah.
exist.
Yeah. Also,
Someone's
I
reproducing
think
them, aren't
they're very gentlemanly, and I think they're accustomed to the old ways. The husband goes out
Yeah.
Smoke like
because, and also he probably can't trust the little ones to go out, and the wife probably ain't too much help either. If she's the one that gets seen all the time, and he's like, right,
Yeah.
you're not going out anymore. That's why it goes
Yeah.
in spate. Only she only goes out when he's ill, which is
Yeah.
every 10 years or
I love-
something.
I
So
love-
that's when she gets caught, and he's like, fucking hell, every time you go out, you get caught by
you s-
10,000
yeah,
people.
she
I ain't been seen in 300 years. Right?
She comes
No
back.
one's seen me. He wears a burqa. No one's seen me but you. Literally, no one's seen his face.
Stop
but you.
wearing your fancy coat.
Yeah.
She comes back.
Pearls,
she's got-
really? Like-
She's got all she's got all the some rabbits or something.
Yeah.
She's got all the firewood and stuff, and he's just sitting there like. She goes, "You all right?" Like, no, actually, no, I'm not. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
It's her in a bar.
Yeah.
Oh,
What are you doing?
Yeah. Now I'm gonna have to type the loose ends, aren't I? So he goes and finds the keys.
Yeah, and that's where he gets to
Leave it to me.
Now we're gonna. I've just thought we threw that last one off, but now we've got a bad rep, so I'm gonna have to kill these.
But he's
people
got
that have
real
seen you.
PTSD. He hates killing. That's the
Yeah,
thing about
yeah.
their species. They hate killing. So he's being drawn to it every time by his wife.
Like that scene in Notting Hill when he opens the curtains and all paparazzi.
Yeah.
I love in this, by the way, this mythical creature. We've given him a family, but made him misogynist as well.
Yeah.
Fucking women.
We've also just assumed that he's real. Like we've been talking about. It's like I mean, the search party didn't find him either.
Yeah.
That's just bad luck.
Suspicious.
That's just bad
As
luck.
far as
Or good placement.
Yeah,
by
they
the,
obviously knew.
Good,
I mean,
they're
they
not
knew.
silly.
They must have. They either killed these people and thought, well, it's probably not a good idea to hang around.
Yeah.
Or they saw them, and
Or
they
he
were
did
like,
it for,
"Oh,
don't
yeah,
touch.
Don't
Because
stay away from
we'll
that."
get blamed for that.
Yeah,
Typical.
yeah, we'll
Typical.
get that.
We'll
Yeah.
get blamed for that.
Yeah.
for me,
Or they weren't involved at all.
Yeah, or they just, yeah.
They never found them.
I feel like the Sasquatch / Bigfoot is like the spirit animal of this podcast. Like it's like a mythical. It's the same way that Scotland, their national animal is a unicorn, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the only country in the world that has a mythical creature.
That's
It's like
true.
national.
Oh, really? Yeah.
National animal. Yeah, I believe ours is the Sasquatch. It's like big hairy loner has a little walk around.
Yeah.
Like he's
Probably talks a lot of shit.
Loads of people have seen him. Yeah, talks a lot of shit.
Like it's going to the BP garage in Brentwood.
Likes to wear slides in winter.
He is a kindred spirit of
I
mine.
thought he was reading out your Tinder profile.
that conversation. I look at him and he's like,
You fuckers!
Big fucking hairy stinky creature lives in the woods.
As I said it, I thought, oh, they're onto me.
and then he jumped out 2 men in Saskatchewan or whatever.
Yeah. Go on. What's next?
Right, we'll carry on. The area had faced rounds of snow and rain.
The Harrier.
The area had faced rounds of snow and rain with temperatures in the 30s across the Cascades in the days leading up to the men being reported missing. The search for the men also took place amid difficult terrain and harsh weather condition, as crews faced conditions such as freezing temperatures, snow, high water levels, law enforcement.
It sounds like there's a lot of excuses going on to why they didn't find them. How many excuses can we throw out before we go?
Yeah.
Oh, there was snow, there was rain.
Yeah.
Snow. Do you mention
was
snow?
late.
Snow. It's snowy.
Cold.
Hard terrain. Some
Yeah.
of it was a bit rocks.
This is-
snow.
This is a lot of saying, oh, we'd had a good Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, we had a good. Yeah, it was Christmas Day for fuck. What did they come out and say?
Yeah.
It was Christmas Day. I couldn't even entice anyone with overtime. Like, no one was
Yeah.
going to do it, so
No one
I'm
was
sorry.
gonna do
Like,
Yeah, we had thousands of miles of forest to search and 3 people turned up.
is it true? Is it true if they had been found in the same day, they could have survived? It was Christmas Day. It was Christmas Day.
I walked around in the snow for half an hour in a paper hat and went home. No, they're dead.
Yeah, I shouted out of my window, right in Turkey, "Ooh, you still alive?" They did not respond. What more do you want from me? Yeah, what more do you want from me? Oh no, they're long gone.
He's not here. Yeah.
Yeah, they actually just killed 2 people after. It's like,
yeah. How the fuck are you gonna get? They might still be alive, but we need results.
yeah, we need to quench.
Sorry,
this.
boys. Just 2 hikers. I smashed their heads in with bricks. Oh, that actually looks like a Bigfoot attack to me. I think you're right, Sarge.
Look at the size of his foot.
Yeah.
It's definitely them. But for some reason, the snow has melted all their fingertips off
That is a shame.
and knocked out all their teeth.
Oh my god, they're taking their wallets as well.
That was filth, by the way.
Sorry.
If that makes the audio.
Oh, you dropped your guts again?
Yeah, he
Fucking
shit himself
hell.
100% there.
Yeah.
Right, Sasquatch, commonly known as Bigfoot, is a large, hairy figure. Fuck off. I felt you looking at me then. That resembles a human. And he's thought to live in the western parts of US and the Canada. Well, I don't know if that's
Okay.
UK, so
Okay, so 1 out of 5.
never let the accent slip. The existence of Bigfoot has been debated for decades, and many have reported sightings of the creature. More than 700 reports of Bigfoot sightings in Washington State have been submitted to the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organisation.
Why is that funny?
The
What?
Bigfoot Field Researchers Organisation.
Someone needs to be looking into.
It sounds like
Yes.
it's a real thing.
Someone needs to be looking into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't think. It just feels like a mad. Imagine that was your job. For
That's I don't know, but you're preaching to the wrong person because that sounds like a fucking. Someone went to me, I'll pay you 30 grand a year, even 30 grand a year to go and work for that. I'll be like, okay, yeah.
No,
fine.
right.
That sounds.
What if you got to be out in the cold all the
I
time?
don't give a fuck. No. Oh no, I would love that.
I'm out in the cold most of the
Even
time.
if I had to sit with a camera for days on end and never find anything, I would still love it. I'd fucking love that.
Right, fine. But the only thing that makes me laugh with those things is to get that job. Like they're not just going around. They're not putting flyers up in the local town.
No.
Yeah. They're not saying
Trainees and that.
Yeah, local idiots apply. Yeah, I've done an apprenticeship in Bigfoot finding. Yeah.
I killed a rabbit once. You're on board.
You're in. Yeah. And like you have to be to a certain grade, certain level to certain things, like to get that, don't you? Yeah. You could apply that.
Yeah, but
to
I think you can actually do a PhD. Can't you do a PhD in cryptids in some university now?
what in Bigfoot finding.
No, in
mental.
cryptids. So that's like all of them.
Cryptids are
So,
like-
yeah, cryptids are like pixies,
Chupacabra.
goblins, chupacabra,
Skinwalker and
Bigfoot.
stuff like that.
You can do a PhD in that now. So you can have, and that's
Cryptids
like
are mythical
that's
creatures.
like
Yeah.
that's like the ancient aliens on telly.
Yeah.
That geezer with the mad hair. He's got like a PhD in what do they call it? Fucking
All the reference.
alien
Fucking waste of
alien astronaut theorist. He's got a PhD in that, so you can get PhD for anything now.
What's a pointless?
Yeah. No, I will admit, I will give you
It's,
that.
it's as
Never-
pointless as philosophy.
Never
waste.
ever.
And that's the most
Never
pointless
has
one.
anyone proven the point that you can get a PhD in anything than saying that. That's you could use that as they'll give it for fucking anything.
No,
now.
wasn't there a PhD in fucking McDonald's or KFC or some shit at one point? You can do a PhD.
That would be
for
more
anything.
useful.
Oh, it's,
It literally would.
But
Yeah.
I
At
think
least that's fucking real.
I think that about philosophy.
That
How the
ain't
fuck do you
real.
have a PhD in philosophy?
McDonald's ain't real.
Philosophy is 100% real.
Yeah, but how does it help you? It doesn't
many
help you get a
ways.
job.
It's
Nick,
the way-
mate,
well-
Nick's got a PhD in philosophy, but he hasn't been able to get a job. He works for Nikon cameras. So he hasn't got a job in that
He got a
field. is
camera
what I'm
named
saying.
after him, so
Yeah, but
it
what
must be
field?
alright.
Yeah, but what field? Yeah, but what field is what I'm saying.
Well, no, but most degrees, we're off subject here, but I will say this, most degrees are rarely applied directly into the field of study. The point to a degree is to show a capacity of learning to a high degree.
Yeah, but so technically it means no more than a PhD in cryptids. And if the
so-
subject, no, hold on.
No,
if the
no,
subject has got nothing to do with it, then it all equally as relevant.
Oh,
as
based
other.
on that premise, I can't argue with that. You're 100% right.
But I think.
But proving just that side
Yeah,
of it, it's a weird
you haven't
one
got,
to
no,
pick.
just let me have it.
Yeah,
You know, just let,
yeah.
I don't often get to do that.
Yeah.
Just let me have
Even
it.
as you said it, I was like, I backed myself into
I saw
recording.
it, and that's the first time in 30 years that I've seen that face. I've never seen you pull that face before. Until he goes, oh shit, actually, no.
I think philosophy does have more weight, though. It does have a.
No, of
point.
course it does. In the consensus, it will
It's
do.
like
Yeah.
the study of
Yeah,
like thought, isn't it? Or
Philosophical thinking is incredibly important as well.
Oh yeah,
So
of
even
course,
if
of
it's
course.
just learning the method or of certain things, you know.
But I feel like you wouldn't have to have a PhD in that. You could have equally someone who's never been taught philosophy, who just happens to be that way inclined, and read books.
Yeah,
or
but it's
somebody
the-
who's been
you don't
taught
need
it.
it. You don't need a degree to do anything really.
No,
If you're
that's
really
that's
that
what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? Like,
It does
yeah,
give
no,
you
of course.
credence, though,
It gives you a title. The way I look at it, it gives
And
you some
also,
kind
again,
of title.
Yeah.
He's right. The degree is just showing that you can take it onto a higher level.
And then project it out.
Yeah, but
absolutely, I get
there's,
that.
there's things as well that you'd learn in that. It's so critical. You think back to some like that still talk today, like an old Greek philosophers.
Plateau and that.
Yeah, but Plateau.
Plateau is that his
Plato?
name?
Yeah,
Plato.
he
or
just
Plato.
reached a flat plane. and
Plateaued.
Never went up.
Plato.
Yeah, Plato.
I
Yeah.
think it's pretty standard to get though.
Philosophy degree.
Yeah.
It's a metaphysics
Yeah.
degree for the cryptozoology.
Shall I just finish this? Sorry, yeah.
Zoology. That was it.
Cryptozoology.
Cryptozoology.
The Scammania County harming big. So it's mixed up the figure here, the gap in it. So the end of that was the group says in Scammania County harming Bigfoot is punishable by a $1,000 fine and can include jail time.
Can I just jump in there? That is an oxymoron in itself, because if you manage to injure Bigfoot, it means you're catching it.
Yeah.
Right? And if you're catching it, it means you're going to be maybe the most famous richest man in the world,
Yeah.
technically, if
So
you could bring it in alive. So you'd be like, okay then, that's absolutely, what is the fucking point?
No.
I'll take it. I'll
Well,
get
you're
his
not
foot.
answering the most important question. If he ain't real, why is there a fine for injuring him?
The only one I was going to say is the same thing, because they have like alien investigation things like, which by the way, as someone that's not a big, I believe that there is somewhere in the universe like a living organism elsewhere, because statistically it's just likely, yeah.
It's impossible not to be.
Yeah, we won't get into that because there's various of that, yeah? But I think that's the same reason they have this Bigfoot foot in place. Is a case of, well, there's been loads of sightings. Maybe there's something to it. We'll just have it there as and look, to be fair, if something that's been spotted that much, I would rather there was like a, because it doesn't hurt. If there's not anything there, then no one gets the fine or no one has to worry about it. But if there is something there, then we can protect that animal. So it would make sense to have it that way around, wouldn't it? Then they go, oh, it's probably not there, we won't have nothing. Because then someone could capture it, or someone could like torture it with her, and it'd be like, well, that's... Well, no, but like there could be things like that could happen.
Tell me all our secrets.
Tell me what you know, I don't know it. Where did you buy your socks? I don't...
How do you find shoes? Well, someone had to take a phone call. But we're back talking about Bigfoot and his... I mean, the last thing the party said, they were going to torture him.
I was explaining, so they have on here, I will fill Josh in, it says it obviously includes in here about the fine, yeah, and the jail time, yeah, of like, they have the, like that group, don't they, the Bigfoot field research team, yeah, but I said, it's better to have that, even if it's not true, it's better to have the protection of that animal, in case it's found, than it not to have any protection at all, than if it, on the off chance it is found.
Absolutely.
Like, you're better off to do it that way round, because like I said, if it's not found, it makes a difference, but it is found, the care's there, so it makes complete sense. That was my point, but I did mention about torturing it. I did stop the torture of it.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Okay.
also, that would be so fucking strange. Imagine catching Bigfoot and then wanting to torture it.
Yeah, you are.
But, you know
You are.
what?
Yeah, that is mental. Rather than, but then if you
if
give it
someone
up,
did catch
they'd study it anyway, so you wouldn't be able to like protect it. They would just take it off you straight away. They'd take it off you.
You'd learn so much more out of the animal alive, though. You wouldn't kill it.
Yeah,
yeah.
no, but they would,
Because it will eventually die, you'd assume. So you're better off while it's alive, learning what you can about it living.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then when it dies, study it then. You're not just going
to
to rush to death because that's a one-way street.
Yeah,
You can't study dead and alive.
It's like you can add, but you can't take away.
Exactly. Yeah. So, because it says further on, a law meant to protect the mysterious creature and prevent hunters with large beards from accidentally getting shot.
Eh?
Oh, okay,
right, because people. Yeah,
It's a
right.
hairy,
Hairy.
Right, that actually is the end of the story.
Oh,
There you go.
Basically, two men. What's nice and easy as an overview there? Two men went out hunting for Sasquatch in terrible conditions that people shouldn't go outside. They then both would
On the worst day of the year to do it.
The worst day of the year to do it. The search was then conducted on Christmas Day because I assume, he doesn't say, but assume family went, they would definitely be here for this.
Selfish.
Like, it's Christmas Day, they would be here. At which point they started the search and then found dead bodies.
I think two men have gone out, either got pissed and then decided they're both obviously interested in that. They might probably hunters in that area. They've gone out, they've got pissed. Christmas Eve maybe, something like that. They've gone, fuck it, should we go?
Well, they
and
said
look?
3 days. I think. They
Oh, there
said
you go.
that.
So
did
a couple
they say
of days
3 days or search for 3 days?
Something like that.
It might be something they do constantly, but this time something went wrong.
Yeah.
They got lost. Like, do you know what I mean? Anything could have happened. Anything could have happened. So I do think it's life. I think they definitely have. Whether the Sasquatch had anything to do with their untimely demise, I don't know. But I definitely think this is life.
Will?
Is that where the Sasquatch actually lives?
Well, no one knows.
In that area?
Yeah, that is, as far as I'm aware.
Quite a large territory, isn't he?
As far as,
As far as I'm aware, yeah. It's quite a direct way to it.
I think a lot of stories are from, because obviously up that part of the world, in like the Washington state, right over on that west coast, up towards those like the mountainous terrains.
Yeah.
It's not up from like Seattle and all that.
Yeah.
It's like just wet, cold forest everywhere. That's the area that's supposed to have been from.
that's where the most signs are in.
I believe so. Yeah, that's where the most. It's those kind of terrains that it's most site. But it's only because it makes sense. Obviously, well, you're not going to give any. It's not going to be New York City. Yeah, there's loads of big hairy people. So I've said this before. Every time we go to Paul, I'm pretty sure there's at least one Bigfoot sighting.
fair enough. So what is the this isn't life? Is it or this is life? What is the question?
I'm
Is
saying
it,
this.
I'm just saying the whole
Did this
story,
happen?
really.
Yeah.
the story. Okay.
Story.
Well-
This is life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
Sas-
Put it down,
He's
man.
Such a fiddler.
Sasquatches aside,
Fiddler on the roof.
because obviously they are out there. We know that for a fact.
In and out
I-
of Fiddler's elbow.
That's a good one. That
Yeah,
I'm
I
going
do
to
like
be
that
using
one.
that.
Have you never heard that before?
I haven't. No.
Oh, that's like a world common one.
Yeah, I've not heard that one before. Sorry, Will. Go on, mate.
I'll probably say this isn't the weirdest thing. People do weird shit. People do stupid shit. Definitely a possibility. Like most times that like mountain rescue are called out is because some fuckers got stuck up there.
Yeah.
Doesn't know what they're doing. So
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's
probably
easy.
likely true. So I say this is life.
For
Fair enough.
this
Al?
is life, conclusion.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. This is.
Yeah,
This
don't
is
worry
life.
about him. He's
Nah.
I haven't done mine either.
No, it's just life.
Yeah.
Oh.
I tell you what, 100%, 4 out of 4.
Conclusive.
Because also as well, like even I put myself in that scenario. If we all lived in that part of the world, it was near Christmas and we were all off work, we'd had a fucking bottle of whiskey. 100% at some point we'd be like, should we go looking for?
Yeah.
And
We
even
at
as,
least- and then when you get up there, you start to like not be pissed anymore. You go, oh, where the fuck are we?
But I would do that.
can't see the lights
Shit.
anymore.
It's not as easy as I thought.
You got all like your hunting gear because you live in that part of the world, and you go, yeah, fuck it, let's just go on a walk and have a look.
Yeah.
On the one.
8 hours later, snowstorm, can't see a fucking thing.
and like Will said, like out the most of the time, like it's idiots to get caught, isn't it? Because if you were actually in the know, you would have had a look.
You wouldn't even go out there in the
You'd
first
be on the
place.
weather
Yeah,
apps.
or you wouldn't go out there in the first place.
I don't want to contradict. We're going hunting for ghosties.
Exactly. Well, actually, that's a good example because me and Will don't like believe in any way.
As far as we know, we're just going to a hangar.
Yeah, well, so it's me and Will just going on a walk.
Yeah, we're going on a walk. It could be anywhere.
A dark
Yeah,
wall.
it makes
Dark
absolutely
walk.
zero difference, by the way.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go round and I'm going to make ghost noise. I'm going to kick stuff. After last time, you're like, if anyone like jumps out and like, if it's, I'm going to be doing that just to make you aware.
I'll be terrified. Oh, I'm terrified.
And that's the way off because I've got to go ghost hunting when I don't believe.
Yeah.
So my entertainment.
Yeah.
Got to do
That's
something.
fair enough.
Yeah. Well, they're going.
Yeah, that's going to be mine. And by the way, I do not want to get of you jump out of a dark corner and go, rah! Yeah, and then because I'm scared, you go, oh, well, if there was ghosts, you wouldn't be scared. I already know.
That's the first thing I'd say.
Yeah,
That's the
because
first thing I'd say.
when we did it. I can almost see you mentally go, right, that's what I'm doing there. That does not count. That is
I
a
thought
human
we agreed
reaction.
though that we weren't going to do that because you.
You know, I don't know.
I don't
do
think
it
we
to me,
should.
so
For
I
the
won't.
simple reason.
No, if you listen back, Will, I actually said I agreed to nothing because that was always my plan.
Oh, fair.
So I never agreed.
Okay.
I'm many things, but I'm not a liar.
Well, look, let's wait till we go. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah. All right.
Let's wrap it up. Someone's got a washing machine.
Fuck's sake.
This is real life.
Yeah, this is life.
This is my life. This is
Yeah,
my
yeah,
life.
this is real life.
Now I'm going to have to break the law in the car to get home quicker.
Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/this isn't life. Check out Twitter. Check out all that other good special. What's it called?
Only do it if you want to.
Social media. Social
Goodness,
media.
mate.
We're not begging. Only do it if you want to. But
Yeah,
if you're the
of course.
first person, you do get to come on.
You do. Yeah. Right.
See you
We're
later.
done. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
This isn't life!